present this MIAA conference game between the visiting Trine University Thunder and your Adrian College Bulldogs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our starting lineups. First for the visiting Trine University Thunder. Leading off in center field, number 26, Daniel Rumberger. Batting second, playing third base, is number 19, Joel Walton. Batting third, playing first base, is number 11, Dalton Nykirk. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 16, Brody Bond. Batting fifth in left field, number 4, Cole Temple. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 29, Nathan Gilmet. Batting seventh in right field, number 3, Cole Schmidhuber. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 5, Luke Ford. And batting ninth for the Thunder, number 28, at second base, number 9, Tyler Bikey. Pitching this afternoon for Trine is number 6, Will Gimbel. And now, the starting lineup for your Adrian College Bulldogs. Leading off in right field, number 10, Joe Cassell. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 4, Jacob Charles. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 5, Nick Bruder. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 30, A.J. Miranda. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 25, David Kedrow. Batting sixth at third base, number 17, Ryan Davis. Batting seventh at second base, number 1, Philip Villardo. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 9, Jack Boyke. And batting ninth for your Bulldogs is the left fielder, number 33, Cam Oliver. Pitching this afternoon for Adrian is number 29, Jackson Clark. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. For the play. Now batting the third baseman, number 19, Joel Walton. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Nicolay Field for today's MIAA baseball contest between the Adrian Bulldogs and the visiting Trine University Thunder. And we are now at the having our second batter of the day, as the first batter was Daniel Rumsberger, and he tried to bunt and popped it straight up. And that ball was easily snagged by Bulldog catcher David Kedrow. And so there is one up and one down in the Trine order. This is Joel Walton, the third baseman. He's up there with a 1-2 count at this juncture. And he is trying to become the first base runner of the day. Pitching this afternoon for the Bulldogs is Jackson Clark, as he goes low and away for ball 2, and it's 2-2 to Walton. Clark on the mound, as we said, David Kedrow behind the plate. A.J. Miranda is at first base today for the Bulldogs. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's inside for a ball, and so we do have our first runner of the day as Walton walks on down to first base, and that'll bring up Dalton Newkirk. Batter's first baseman, number 11, Dalton Nykirk. Nykirk takes a strike on the outside corner with the opening pitch. A cool and breezy afternoon here at Nicolay Field. The wind blowing at this juncture out to right field, as it so often does. Although it has been a swirling wind as we've been keeping track of it here before the game. And there's a ball outside to Nykirk, so the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the delivery from Clark. There's a liner into shallow center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. And it's Jack Boyke hustles it back in. So the Thunder with a little bit of a threat going here in the first inning. They got 2 runners aboard with just the 1 out. Now batting the designated hitter, number 16, Brody Bond. So that brings up Brody Bond for the Thunder, as Clark checks his runners, and pitch on the outside just missed. Bond comes in batting .320 on the season for the Thunder. The Thunder with an 8-12 record. There's a smash to Davis at third. This could be 2-1 relay double play, and the Bulldogs are out of the first inning and the double play by Bond. Nice job turning it, starting with Ryan Davis, and they flip it around the infield for 2 outs. So for Trine in the top half of the first, they get no runs on 1 hit. They leave a man, and there were no Bulldog errors. And after a half inning, our score is Trine 0, and the Bulldogs are coming to bat. We'll be back with more from Nicolay Field after we pause for this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on ACTV. Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the first is right fielder number 10, Joe Casal. All right, we're back here at Nicolay Field. Joe Casal stepping in for the Bulldogs as their leadoff hitter this afternoon. There's a swing and a bounding ball up the middle, and that is going to be a infield base hit for Joe Casal as the diving Tyler Beinke got his body in front of it, but all he could do was kind of knock it down, and everyone is going to be safe. So an infield hit to second. Now batting designated hitter number 4, Jacob Charles. And that brings up Jacob Charles. He is the DH today. Of course, this being a Wednesday game, Jacob also could possibly see action in the mound later, should the need arise. There goes Casal, and he's got a good pitch to go on, and he picks up a stolen base. Not much that catcher Nathan Gilmet could do with that one, as the ball was well inside. And Casal swipes the bag, and he is the Bulldogs' first runner in scoring position. Pitching this afternoon is Will Gimbel for Trine. And pitch is outside. And that one nips the corner for a strike, making it 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch, bounding smash down to third base. Walton gloves it, goes to first and gets the out and holds Casal at second. So the first out is recorded, and the runner does not advance. Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Nick Bruder. So they'll bring Nick Bruder up to the plate. He's still got that runner in scoring position with one out. Each team has one hit now. And Bruder is looking to try and break the scoreless deadlock here in the first. There's a big breaking ball for strike one. Gimbel comes to the set, delivers, fouled out of play by Bruder. Two strikes quickly to the Bulldog shortstop. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner down in the dirt, and he'll swipe that one easily. Casal has picked two great pitches to go on if you're a runner. They've both been hard for Nathan Gilmet just to stop, much less throw anybody out. 1-2 with a runner now at third base. So a fly ball or a ground ball at this point, as the Thunder playing back a little bit, could get the Bulldogs in the lead here. That one's well outside, and it's 2-2. Bruder, we've followed by A.J. Miranda and hopefully David Kedro, if we can get somebody on here. There's a pitch down low, and the count is now full to Bruder. And the payoff pitch, a bounding smash to short. This should get a run in. The throw across the diamond, and he is going to beat it out. Luke Burford, the shortstop there, kind of waited back on that ball a little bit, and he did not have the time to get it over there. So that's going to be a RBI single, and the batter will be A.J. Miranda. Now batting the first baseman, number 30, A.J. Miranda. So the Bulldogs are on the board first with one run, and there goes the runner, and this one's way outside. I would say that was a fine goaltender stop by Yomet, but that one was so wide it would have missed the net. So a third stolen base for the Bulldogs here, and we're only 3 batters in. Miranda, swing and a miss. He had a big cut to that outside fastball, making it 1-1. The Bulldogs get another runner in scoring position. There's a pop up into right field. Wind's blowing it deeper and deeper, and it's going to finally be caught out there by Schmidhumer. And he's going to score. So the fly out, but he scores all the way around, so that'll end up being a sacrifice fly for Miranda. No time at bat, and he will get an RBI. So great job there by Bruder coming on home. Now batting the catcher, number 25, David Kedrow. So that's a pitch is a strike. So now we're being told that the error is going to be charged to the right fielder, Schmidhuber, as he caught the ball and was declared out, and he fumbled it, and that allowed the runner to come home. So he goes to third on the fly ball and then scores on the error by Schmidhuber. At any rate, there's 2 out, there's 2 runs in, and the Bulldogs have 2 hits in this inning. And the pitch to Kedrow is wide for a ball, and it's a 3-1 count to the Bulldog catcher this afternoon. He'll be followed by Ryan Davis if he can get on. And the 3-1 delivery is outside for ball 4. Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis. So Davis checking in here. Runner at first. Again, they throw over to first base, as I'm sure the Thunder are well aware the Bulldogs are attempting to steal, with 3 steals already here in the first inning. There's a bounding smash to shirt. Walton tries to bounce it in, and he does so for the out. So that'll end the inning, but it's a very productive inning for the Bulldogs as they see 6 batters come to the plate. They scored 2 times on a pair of hits. There was 1 error, and there was nobody left on base at the end of the inning. So after 1 complete inning of play, it's Bulldogs 2, Thunder nothing. We'll be back for second inning action. After we pause for this, you're watching Adrian College Baseball. Cole Temple up to bat for Trine to start the inning. He's quickly down 2 strikes. And we're going to get a timeout here as there's something left at home place there that needs to be taken care of. Right below us here in our broadcast vantage point here at Nicolay Field, right behind home plate. Here's the pitch from Clark, and that was a pretty close one. No breaking ball there. And Cole Temple appeared to be taking it all the way. There's a foul ball. It's going to be over by the bullpen seats. I'm taking advantage of those right now. On this cool brisk day, everyone is currently choosing to stay in the dugout. Here's the pitch down low, and it's now 2-2. So Temple trying to battle back here as the leadoff batter in the second inning. That one bounces into the dirt. And it is now a 3-2 count. Smash foul. Speared over there by the Bulldog dugout. And here's the delivery. Man, fouled off. So Temple getting just enough to keep alive. And the payoff pitch again. There's a fly ball, pretty well hit. That's going back off of a wall. It's going to be bounding past the Bulldog left fielder out there, Cam Oliver. And so it'll be a double for Temple. Now batting the catcher, number 29, Nathan Gilmet. So Nathan Gilmet will step in. He will squirt a bunt. He plays one down the line where it's going to be picked up by Clark. Clark going to throw it to Velardo coming over. And they will get the out, and the runner will move to third. So a nice play there by Philip Velardo, getting over there to cover the bag and run that one down. Good job by Jackson Clark to hit him on the run. Better's right fielder, number 3, Cole Schmidhumer. Schmidhumer takes a big strike. A big cut, I should say, for strike number 2. And let's try now with the runner at third. 1 down. Bulldogs playing deep. They'll give up a run in this spot, but they will not have to at this point because Schmidhumer is out on 3 pitches. Now batting shortstop, number 5, Luke Burford. So Burford gets hit right in the back. So his at-bat was quick, a little painful, but he seems no worse the wear. Now batting second baseman, number 9, Tyler Bikey. And that'll bring up Tyler Bikey. Bikey, the 9-hitter in the lineup for the Thunder. And the first pitch to Bikey is high for a ball. Runners at first and third. Clark working quickly, comes to the set, delivers. There's a ball hit up in the air. Miranda looks like he may have room, and he does. And the Bulldogs once again wiggle out of trouble here in the second inning. So on the foul pop-up, the rare foul pop-up here at Nicolay Field. They get no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 2 were left on base. At the end of an inning and a half, it's Bulldogs 2 and Trine nothing. We'll be back with more from Nicolay Field after we pause. As it gets a little cloudier here at the Nick. And there's a base hit into right field. And the Bulldogs have collected their 3rd hit of the day. A nice ringing single by Velardo into right center field. And that'll bring up Jack Boyke, the center fielder. Now batting center fielder number 9, Jack Boyke. So, Bulldogs once again enjoying the leadoff runner on. This is 2 straight innings that has happened. This is the 2nd opponent the Bulldogs have had in MIAA play as Boyke drops a perfect bunt right out in front. That will be a sacrifice as Gilmet guns him down to Nykirk. And the runner now advances to 2nd. Now batting the left fielder number 33, Cam Oliver. So Boyke does his job. Oliver, he does the same thing. He's going to drop it down the 3rd base line. There's going to be a long throw, and they are not going to get him. A bunt single for Cam Oliver. You couldn't have put that in a better spot. And it is a 1st and 3rd situation for the Bulldogs with just 1 out. Now batting the right fielder number 10, Joe Casal. So Joe Casal, who singled at an infield single his first time up. And now he will try and get some more runs home for the Bulldogs. Trine playing up the middle. There goes the runner. The throw down to 2nd base. That's going to skip in, and that'll get a run in. So you're going to get a stolen base and an E2, and that will allow a run to cross the plate. So the Bulldogs continue to go at will here against Trine this afternoon, and they now lead it 3-0. That is Oliver's first stolen base of the year. Oliver's only appeared in 2 games so far this season. That was his first hit and at bat this season. There's a smash to shortstop. Here's the long throw. That is a high throw. And the shortstop, Luke Burford, is down. I think he kind of lost his footing as he went to throw that ball, which is what caused it to kind of sail high. But fortunately, in Nykirk, he's got a big first baseman over there who can get up off the bag and pull that one down. So they're going to talk it over. As Cassell is retired. That is out number 2. And Jacob Charles will be our batter as soon as they've decided that Burford is okay. Now batting designated hitter number 4, Jacob Charles. So Jake Charles up to bat for the Bulldogs, who are leading 3-0 here. As I went to mention, before this all started, as the first pitch is a breaking ball strike to Charles. The Bulldogs have played one MIAA series so far with the Alma Scots last weekend. There's a smash, and it's going to be off the glove of the third baseman, and that will lead to a base hit as the ball ricochets off the glove of Joel Walton over to Luke Buford, but he had no chance to get him, and that'll be a base hit. The batter is shortstop number 5, Nick Bruder. A throw over to keep Charles close. And the Bulldogs so far have pretty much went at will here. They've been getting huge jumps. And there's a swing and a pop-up out of play. And Gimbel has been kind of selectively wild, which has made it hard for any kind of a decent throw to get off by the catcher. He has kind of been hung out to dry here this afternoon so far. And so Trine doing a little bit better job trying to keep the Bulldogs close here in this situation with 2 out. AJ Miranda is on deck should Bruder get on, and here's the smash. This is going to be right to Burford, and he flips to second for the out. So the Bulldogs get 1 run. They threatened for more, but could not get them in after the fielder's choice by Bruder. And so at the end of 2 complete innings of play, our score is Adrian College 3 and Trine University nothing. We'll be back with more from Nicolay Field after we pause for this. You're watching Adrian College Baseball on ACTV. For the Bulldogs in the bottom of the second, they get 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 Trine error, and 2 were left on base. Leading off for the Thunder in the top half of the third inning is center fielder number 26, Daniel Rumberger. So, top of the third here at Nicolay Field. There's a poke out to right field where Cassell waits for it and puts it away for out number 1. Now batting third baseman number 19, Joel Walton. And it gets a little bit darker here at the Old Nick as the darker clouds are moving in as that ball is fired off the face of the stands there on the first base side.
Not a big crowd here at Nicolay Field today as the pitch comes on the outside corner for a strike, but those that are bundled up pretty well today. We are hoping for better weather days here at Nicolay Field this year, but we're going to have to wait at least till Saturday for some of that because it is dark and cold, but at least it isn't raining or snowing at this point. So there's a swing and a miss by Walton. He goes down for out number 2. That's a good job by Jackson Clark to pick up the second strikeout of the afternoon. Now batting the first baseman, number 11, Dalton Nykirk. Here's Dalton Nykirk. He hits the first pitch, pops it up. It's going to get out of play, as most balls do here at Nicolay Field. Nykirk, coming into the ball game, was batting .378. He leads the Thunder in batting average. He has 16 RBIs this year. There's a pop-up. Cassell will run it down, and the Bulldogs get the Thunder 1-2-3 in inning number 3. So at the end of 2.5, our score remains Bulldogs 3 and Thunder nothing. We'll be back with more baseball from Nicolay Field after we pause for this. Jay Miranda. So we're back here at Nicolay Field for the bottom of the third inning. And Miranda swings on the first pitch and pops it up off the patio roof. And it will roll back down and hopefully stop before it gets to the various mud puddles over there. However, there is one of our dog friends retrieving that one, and they're getting it in. So the 2-1 pitch to Miranda is fouled back here into the net, and it'll make it 2-2. Miranda came into the day with a .301 batting mark, and he had a sacrifice fly his first time up, so it remains a .301 batting average as the count goes to 3-2 to the Bulldog first baseman. He knocked in there's a foul back. There's a drive up the middle for a base hit, and Miranda, for the third straight inning, is the Bulldog leadoff man, and he is on base. A very good trend for the Bulldog offense. Now batting the catcher, number 25, David Kedrow. The Bulldogs have not only had runners on base every inning, but they've scored in every inning so far. That's why they have a 3-0 lead. Miranda gets a big lead at first. The ball is bunted, and this one ends up in the net. The pitch may have been a little bit on the outside of the, actually inside the left-hand batting box there. And it was just kind of hard to reach for David on that one. So we'll see what he does now that he's down to strike. Miranda drawing the attention of the Thunder as Gimbel still working to keep runners close. There's a drive. This is up the center field, and this is not much different than the hit by Miranda, although it did hang up in the air a little bit longer, causing Miranda to have to hold at second base. So 2 batters, 2 singles to center. Now batting number 17, third baseman Ryan Davis. So that means Ryan Davis, who grounded sharply to Walton at third his first time up to end the first inning, will now bat with nobody out. He shows bunt and takes a strike. And the Bulldogs really would like to cash in a few more here with 2 on, nobody out here in the third inning. In the heart of their lineup up. Here's the bouncing ball back to the pitcher, and he will throw it over to first base for the sacrifice out, moving the runners in to a scoring position. Again, a nice play by Gimbel to get off the mound and make the play. Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Philip Velardo. So Velardo stepping in, the Bulldogs second baseman who had the single to right his first time up. Here's the pitch down low. Nice job blocking it at the plate by Gilmet. Nathan's done a yeoman's job here in these first 3 innings, knocking balls down and keeping them in front of him. He has proved himself to be a fine defensive backstop. But part of the problem for Gilmet today is when you're having to make saves like that, it's hard to throw the ball, and that's where the Bulldogs have taken advantage of the stolen base here this afternoon. So 2 balls, no strikes, and Velardo fouls one off. 2-1. Velardo will be followed by Boyke and Oliver. And there's now 1 out. Bulldogs already with 7 hits this afternoon. And they're looking for a few more here quickly. Here's the delivery. Inside corner for a strike, makes it 2-2. We were saying the Bulldogs have played 1 series in the MIAA. They are 1-1 and waiting to find out what happens in game number 3. As the 2-2 pitch is on the way, swing and a miss. Velardo strikes out. So 2 out. The Bulldogs still with 2 runners aboard, and it's going to be up to Jack Boyke, the Bulldogs center fielder. Now batting center fielder number 9, Jack Boyke. Bulldogs had an impressive win to open the MIAA season here at Nicolay Field last week on, I believe it was Thursday. And then there's a wild pitch. This one does get by Gilmet, and it will be a run for the Bulldogs on the wild pitch. So that gets Miranda home. It moves Kedro down to third base. And Boyke has 1 ball on him at the plate. He's going to try and pick up this extra run. Bulldogs now up 4-0. Then on Friday, the Bulldogs played a doubleheader up at Alma, and they lost the first game in extra innings by 1 run. And then the second game also went to extra innings and had to be called on the count of darkness. So that game is a tie game at this point. And at some point in the season, may be resumed. So Bulldogs Officially 1-1 in the league coming into today's play. As that pitch is low for a ball, and it's now 3-1 to Boyke. We've got Cam Oliver on deck. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. And it was a little bit delayed call, as Jack was ready to run down to first base already. And so it's a 3-2 count to the Bulldogs center fielder. Gimbel comes to the set and delivers. Swung on, smash down to the first baseman, Nykirk, and he will step on the bag. And a promising Bulldog inning where they get 2 runners aboard with nobody out. Yields but 1 run. On 2 hits, there were no errors, and there was 1 left on base. We'll be back with more as we head to the 4th inning here at Nicolay Field. After we pause for this, you're watching Thunder in the top half of the 4th inning. His designated hitter, number 16, Brody Bond. All right, the Bulldogs with a 4-0 lead as we head to the 4th inning. And the first pitch to designated hitter Brody Bond is a strike on the inside corner. Bond hit the ball well his first time up, but he hit it right at Davis. He does so again. This one's a high chopper. Davis comes in and makes the play. Nice play by Davis. A play that we've seen him make multiple times in his Bulldog career, and he handles it effortlessly again. Now batting the left fielder, number 4, Cole Temple. Oh, Cole Temple steps in. Cole had a single, actually a double to left. Probably the best hit ball of the day, and now he follows that up with a single to center. He is responsible for 2 of the 3 Thunder hits this afternoon. Now batting the catcher, number 29, Nathan Gilmet. So here's Gilmet, the catcher. He takes one on the outside for a ball. Might have been a little bit high. And the lights are now on here at Nicolay Field. As we said, the compositions of the clouds have been a deeper hue of gray since the game began. You still see the lighter clouds out there over the right field wall, but they have well past the playing area. Here's the pitch. That's in for a strike. As Jackson Clark working in his 4th inning. And Jackson has a 2-3 record for the Bulldogs so far. His ERA down to 3.64. There's a fly ball to center. Boyke puts his hands up, can't make the catch, and it falls in just in front of him. Boyke, if he'd have just been 2 more steps in, would have grabbed that one, but he could not. And he did a good job putting his hands up, making it look like he was going to catch it to keep Temple at second base. Now battering the right fielder, number 3, Cole Schmidhuber. And the pitch to Schmidhuber is low for a ball. So the Thunder now albeit with one out, have runners at first and second, just like the Bulldogs did an inning ago. Let's see if Jackson can wiggle his way out of this one. That is the 4th hit of the day for the Thunder. And they're looking to get on the board for the first time this afternoon. There's a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike, making it 2-1 to the Thunder right fielder, Cole Schmidhuber. Schmidhuber standing at the right side, checks his swing and chops it down the fence line on the first base side. And it's now 2-2. So Jackson Clark will look for a strikeout in this situation if he can get it. Leave those runners where they're at. And there's a fastball that's fouled away. Clark, with today's 2 strikeouts so far, now has 26 strikeouts on the campaign, and he's looking for 27 here on this 2-2 pitch. And that is right down the middle. And Schmidhuber stood there like the house aside of the road and watched it go by. So he is strikeout victim number 3 this afternoon. Now batting, the shortstop, number 5, Luke Burford. So Burford coming up, takes the pitch high. Bulldogs, with 2 out now, have moved their infielders a little bit deeper. Ryan Davis is playing fairly deep at third. Bruder is just on the infield, I'll call it the brown area because it's not really dirt here on the all artificial turf Nicolay Field, but he is at the edge of where the dirt should be as the breaking ball comes in for a strike to Burford. There's a chopper. This one is flying out into right field, and Cassell will not be able to get it. This should get a run in. Here's the throw, and it will give the Thunder their very first hit. So, an RBI for Burford. And Temple comes home with the game's first run. Gilmet could go only down to second base. Now batting, second baseman number 9, Tyler Bikey. That's kind of an There's a fly to Cassell. Cassell going back to grab this one, and that'll end the inning in what was a somewhat unfortunate inning for Jackson Clark, as 2 not really well hit balls just fell in front of outfielders and produced a run for Trine. But nonetheless, it gets Trine on the board. They get 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 2, and there were no Bulldog errors. And as we go to the bottom of the 4th, our score is Adrian College 4 and Trine University 1. For Trine, at the top half of the 4th inning, they got 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and Right, back here at Nicolay Field, Cam Oliver stepping in, and he is looking at a new pitcher as Reed Courtwright. A left-hander from Trine throws his first pitch for a strike. And this one's on the outside corner for a strike. And Cam is quickly down, 0-2. Oliver got his first hit of the season. His first time up. And a beautiful bunt down the third base line and beat it out. Here's the pitch. It's fouled off out into the highway. So Cam showed us two things in his first at bat. One, he's a pretty good bunter, and number two, he has great speed. As this one is outside, as he rolled that ball right down the third base line and really didn't give any of the Thunder defenders a chance in beating out that base hit. There's one foul ticked into the glove of Gilmet, so that'll be a strikeout. And the first out recorded by the new pitcher, Courtwright. Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Joe Casal. Here's Casal fouling the first pitch out, a little bit up. Kind of wishes he'd have waited for something a little bit down, and right now we're starting to get some precipitation here at Nicolay Field. That is not good. It's kind of lightly raining at this juncture, but again, the trouble with playing on this artificial surface is the fact that the mound, also an artificial surface, as the entire field is now artificial. As Casal hits a fly ball, this is pretty well hit. This is carrying further and further. It's going to be over the head of the center fielder, and Casal is quickly heading for third, and he is going to make it with a triple as that ball just took off on Trine there. As Dan Rumsberger wasn't playing all that deep, and again, now it's getting hard to see. That wind's picking up, and it just sailed over his head. The batter's designated hitter, number 4, Jacob Charles. So the Bulldogs with the runner at third, one out. Charles takes a strike on the inside corner. That is the first hit given up by the new pitcher, Courtwright. And that one is down low for a ball. And again, the ball now starting to get a little bit wet, although it looks like the rain has let up a little bit here. It's still coming down. I was saying about the mound, when it gets wet, it can be slippery. And usually here at Nicolay Field, what means a delay is that first time the pitcher goes to throw and often will fall down or at least slip down the mound. And that's when the umpires will say this is not a safe situation. And there will be some kind of a delay. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Charles, who's digging in. He's the designated hitter today. He hits a drive down the right field side. And that will follow the yellow brick road of the sidewalk down there until it reaches the pond. And he will probably need a 2-stroke penalty on this week of the Masters. There is a foul ball, or at least so. Now, as it's Michigan, you can kind of see that the rain has turned into little beads of hail, I guess you'd call it, as Charles bats. So we're getting actually different weather patterns during the at-bat. You don't see that often, but it's went from nothing to rain to little beads of snow, hail, combination mix. There's a ball. All I know is the brown of the batting area is beginning to turn white. Cassell leading off third base. There's a smash down to third base. It is not going to be picked up. It's going to get Cassell home as Joel Walton had to dive for that ball. And so, I don't know. I think that probably should give Mr. Charles a hit on that one, in the sense that he did have to dive for that ball, and that made it hard to come up with. And anyway, he's got himself an RBI. Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Nick Bruder. Walton did a great job of diving and keeping that ball in the infield. Cassell did a great job of realizing that it was slow hit. He was going to have to dive and coming home. It was a very alert play by Joe. And here's Bruder's pitch, a fly ball. This is deep to right field. It will be caught out there, however, as Schmidt-Huber makes the catch, and the out is recorded. Now batting the first baseman, number 38, Jay Miranda. So, the big hit was the Cassell triple this inning. And now Charles has knocked him in, and it's 5-1 Bulldogs. There's the pitch in the outside corner for a strike. Bulldogs have scored now in every inning. They got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 1 in the fourth. They're looking for another crooked number on that scoreboard. There's the Nicolay Field scoreboard out there. Shows 1, 5, and 2 for Trine, and 5, 9, and 0 for the Bulldogs. Miranda waiting. There goes Charles. This ball's hit to right field. This could be trouble, and it is foul. So we'll do the 0-2 pitch again. David Kedrow on deck. Should Miranda get on base? And the throw over to first base. We'll keep Charles there. Charles had a great jump on that last pitch. But you got 2 strikes on you. You can't really take one and let the guy steal the base. Here's the delivery. Popped up. This one's also going to be out of play. So the 2-strike pitch once again. Miranda is at least extending this at bat. That one's down low. There goes the runner. And he will walk in. Again, Gil met. All he could do was knock that one down. And Charles is now at second base. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This ball is hit a little bit better. It's going out to right field. Coming over for it is going to be the right fielder, Schmidt-Huber, and he will turn his back to the infield and make the catch. So a rather deep fly ball into that corner, and it was a tough catch with the wind. But the wind has kind of died down and is now moving more left to right as opposed to straight out like it was for the Cassell triple. And the inning is over, and the Bulldogs once again settle for 1 run. But when you get one every inning, that usually leads to good things. So our score after 4 complete innings of play, it's Adrian College 5 and Trine University 1. We'll be back with more from Nicolay Field after we pause for this on AC. Well, we're back here at beautiful sunny Nicolay Field, where although if you look out over the center field wall, it is extremely dark. That's where the snowstorm currently is. As Kedro bounces the first one, high hopper. Walton comes over to get it. They're saying it's off Kedro's foot, and it will be foul. That explains why it was so high. Coach Persky is questioning whether the ball was fair or foul, but Kedro was hopping around down there. It went off his foot. And here's the one strike pitch. This is a bounder up the middle, and that'll be into center field for a single. So, new life, Kedro gets his second hit, almost the same as his first hit, right up the middle, and it'll bring up Ryan Davis. Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis. So Ryan Davis, the Bulldog third baseman, coming up here. Davis batting .254 coming into today's game. But Davis does have 14 RBIs and a pair of homers this season. Davis has also always been kind of a streaky hitter. This one hits him, so he doesn't have to hit it. And the Bulldogs once again have their first two runners aboard. Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Philip Velardo. So, Davis now at first base. Kedro at second. Nobody out. The new pitcher. There's a bunt, and a beautiful bunt it is. Olsen pick it up and get him. Or Walton, rather. And a beautiful sacrifice by Velardo. Bulldogs' sacrifice game has been outstanding today. And they've got two runners aboard with only one out. Now batting center fielder number 9, Jack Boyke. Trine, figuring they can't fall too much further behind here, has brought the infield in this time. This is the first time we've seen him do that today. But we're moving later in the day, and the runs are a little bit more of a premium. The hit by Kedro was the Bulldogs' 10th of the day, so they're in double figures in the hit column as Boyke watches a strike. I thought that one was a little bit high, but it was called a strike. Here's the pitch, 1-2. That one's outside. That also was a little high. Cam Oliver on deck for the Bulldogs. And the new pitcher swung on foul ball. This new pitcher is Cade Keel. Cade is a 6'4" senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And he's finding himself in a bit of a jam here in the bottom of the 5th. That pitch is outside. They check down with a third base umpire who says he did not go. As we take a look here. There's the pitch fouled away. Cade Keel is in his 10th appearance, and he has a rather hefty ERA of 8.44 so far this season. He is looking in for his sign. There's a drive. It's up the middle, past the drawn-in infield. This should get 2 in. As here comes Ryan Davis. He will score. And a big delivery by Jack Boyke as he knocks in 2 with a single to center. And again, he was somewhat aided by the fact that they were in that situation. So he takes advantage and picks up a nice base hit. That's his first hit of the day. And that's 2 RBIs, and that'll bring a mound visit from Greg Persky, the Trine manager, and that will end the afternoon for Kiel. So we're going to get a new pitcher here. And coming into pitch for Trine is going to be number 10, Cole Decker. So the outing by Kiel only lasts for 4 hitters. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please now. University Thunders, number 10, Cole Decker. Decker in place of Cade Kiel. All right, the Bulldogs have a 7-1 lead now with the 2 runs coming in on the single by Boyke. And they'll face this left-hand pitcher from Leandus, Michigan. Now batting for the Bulldogs is left fielder number 33, Cam Oliver. Here's the pitch in for a strike. Cole Decker, as we said, hails from Leandus, Michigan, where he went to high school at Menden. Menden Hornets, one of the bigger football powers in the state of Michigan at the Class D and then on to the Division 8 level. Here's the ball in the dirt, and Boyke goes, and he is thrown out. Trying to advance, so there are 2 out, and kind of a free out there for Decker. Cole Decker also began his career at Glen Oaks Community College. So he's been a well-traveled veteran here, and here's the pitch, another bunt here by Oliver, and he is going to beat that one out as well. Well, like I say, Cam Oliver has shown us one thing. He is proficient with the bunt game, and he can fly down that line. So a base hit keeps the inning alive for Joe Cassell. Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Joe Cassell. He's kind of bunched up the middle for Cassell as he takes a big cut. He was looking to advance the Bulldogs' advantage by a couple on that one. There's the throw over. That was down low. 1-1 now to Cassell. Cassell's had a pretty good day so far. He has a single to lead off the game where he scored the first run, picked up a couple stolen bases as he fouls that one out of play. And then he tripled last inning off the center field wall. So he's got 2 hits. He needs a double and a home run now to hit for the cycle. Right now he is running through new baseballs at a fast rate, fouling them off. Here's the pitch on the way, down low. There goes the runner, and they will not get Mr. Oliver as he heads on down to second base. So that puts Oliver in scoring position if Casal can come through here with another hit. Like I say, he needs a double and a homer to hit the cycle, so he might as well pick up that homer right here. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball. Of course, the double will do fine. That'll get another run in. Give Charles a shot. Need some RBIs for him. Any old kind of a hit will do for the Bulldogs right here. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled away again. I'll say this, no matter what happens to Casal at this at bat, he has extended it and is making Cole Decker work out there. There's a smash. That's going to be a base hit into left field. Here comes Oliver. It's going to be close to the plate. No, he cut it off. And Trine dugout kind of perplexed by that. I'm not saying he gets him because, as we have documented, Oliver can fly, but not to let it go through was somewhat a mystery there. Batter's designated hitter number 4, Jacob Charles. That makes it 8-1 Bulldogs. Now with 13 hits, they've made no errors. Trine, they have 1 run on 5 hits. They've made 2 errors. We are here in the the bottom of the 5th. Bulldogs trying to nail down their second conference win of the season here in the midweek game. This game was originally scheduled for Trine yesterday, but weather was too inclement to play yesterday, and they determined to switch their home games. So we're playing the first game here at Nicolay Field, and the next game will be in Trine. Here's the pitch. That's a base hit. That's going to get another run in as the Bulldogs continue to hit the ball hard. Their 14th hit and 3rd hit of the day for Jacob Charles, the DH. Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Nick Peruter. There's a drive by Bruder on the first pitch. This could be trouble. It's going to be into the corner. It's going to bounce out of the stadium, and that is going to be detrimental to the Bulldogs because Charles was definitely going to score. So a 2-base hit for Bruder, but the Bulldogs don't get any runs. So now they'll need 1 more hit if they want to make this profitable. Now batting first baseman number 30, A.J. Miranda. Well, you may recall at the beginning of this inning how I described the field as sunshiny Nicolay Field. That has left us again as the weather systems move in and out. Here's the drive by Miranda, and it will be caught out there by Schmidhuber, and the inning will come to an ending. But not until the Bulldogs bat around, and they score 4 times. So the score now is Adrian 9-1 for Trine And we'll move to the 6th inning as Jackson comes out. Clark comes out for his 6th inning of work here. And we'll bring it all to you when we return. Our score once again, Bulldogs 9, Thunder 1. We'll be back. Leading off for Trine in the top of the 6th inning is designated hitter number 16, Brody Bond. So Brody Bond stepping in for the Thunder. Here's the pitch. It's a ball high. As we start the 6th inning, Bulldog Jackson Clark is toiling into his 6th inning of work. And there's a fly ball to center field. Boyke drifting back and makes the catch. And that was pretty well hit, but it was not that dangerous as it was to the deepest part of the ballpark, and Boyke had the beat on it from the get-go and makes the catch. Now batting the left fielder number 4, Cole Temple. So Cole Temple, who has 2 hits today. He has been the hitting star for the Thunder this afternoon. 2 at-bats, 2 hits. He's got a double to left and a single to center. And so Joe Cassell and right may want to be on high alert, as that's the only place he hasn't tried this afternoon. 2 balls as Jackson working him a little more carefully this time. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's outside for a ball. Three-oh pitch on the way, in for a strike as he came right down Broadway and down by 8 runs. Temple taking all the way. The Thunder need as many base runners as they can get. And he takes another one right down the middle. And now it's going to be time to hit as it's a full count. Jason looking at his wristband to get the pitch for this 3-2 delivery. He swings and he got him. So down 0 and 3-0. He comes back with 3 straight strikes and gets Cole Temple for the first time this afternoon. Now batting the catcher, number 29, Nathan Gilmet. So Gilmet will bat. He has himself a sacrifice and a single to center today, so 1 for 1. This one's hit pretty well. Going back for it is Oliver. He's at the base of the warning track and makes the adjustment and makes the catch. And for a second straight inning, Jackson Clark has mowed him down 1, 2, 3. So nothing across for Trine.
So excited.
In the 6th, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 6th as the Bulldogs come to bat. After batting around an inning ago, David Kedrow will lead off once again when we return here on AC. Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the sixth is the catcher, number 25, David Kedrow. All right, we're back here, bottom of the sixth inning. David Kedrow is up to bat. David started off the last inning with a base hit as Bulldogs scored 4 times to kind of put their lead a little safer. Although the Bulldogs have scored in every inning so far. They got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 4 in the fifth. So the Bulldogs trying to keep that string alive. Here's a pitch off the foot of Kedrow. This is the second time that this has happened, as he hit one off his foot just before he got that base hit to center his first time up. Should mention that the Noah Breton is now pitching. He's in for Cole Decker, as the Thunder pretty much using a pitcher an inning right now. They have a big weekend series with the Albion Britons, so they don't want to exhaust anybody too much for the weekend. Bulldogs, of course, will play Friday afternoon at Olivet and then be home this weekend for a doubleheader here at the Nick against the Comets. There's a smash down the line, just foul. Kedrow was bidding for a double there. He already has 2 hits today, and he also has a walk, so he's a perfect 2 for 2. Pitch is down low in the dirt. That one kind of caught the bare hand of Gilmet back there, who's taking a few off the body this afternoon. 3-2 now the count to Kedrow. He fouls that one off. Another one that doesn't feel particularly good off the catcher. Though I think he's still hurting a little bit more from the one that hit his bare hand a pitch ago. That one caught more of his mitt. Full count once again. Here's the pitch. There's a drive into left field, and it will be caught. That ball looked like it could be a base hit, but Cole Temple came in, and he snagged it as the ball kind of stayed up for him that time. So we'll call that a line out to left field for Kedrow and bring up Ryan Davis. Now batting third baseman number 17, Ryan Davis. Davis was hit by the first pitch he saw last time up, and this one bounces in. This is only the second time today that the Bulldogs did not get the leadoff man on. They do have 15 hits on the day to go with their 9 runs. And that pitch is high. Well, they call it a strike in the upper part of the strike zone. And we're getting darkening skies over to our left. Hopefully that's going to go around Nicolay Field as the sun breaks out here currently. Tell you, with the Bulldogs leading 9-1 and just 9 outs away from a second MIAA victory of the year. They want to make sure they get this one in. Here's the pitch. There's a smash. It's down to third base. It's going to be pulled out of the air by Walton, who did a good job staying with that and getting the out. Now batting second baseman number 1, Philip Velardo. So Phil Velardo comes there. Pitch is on the inside of the batter's box. Velardo deftly gets out of the way of that one. Velardo with a sacrifice bunt, a strikeout, and a single to right today. So he has 1, for 2. Bounding ball to third, and for a second straight time, Joel Walton is there to make the play. And for the very first time today, kudos to the new pitcher, Noah Breton, who came in that inning and shut the Bulldogs down 1-2-3. So at the end of 6 complete, our score here from Nicolay Field, Bulldogs 9, Trine 1. And we'll be back with 7th inning action after we pause for this. You're watching Adrian College Baseball on A. And having some balance issues, pulling that one in, but he does so, and the inning starts off with a out, and it will bring up the shortstop, Luke Burford. Now batting shortstop number 5, Luke Burford. Burford also takes a swing. Casal calling for it out there in right field on the pop-up. As everybody's got their hand up, trying to block the sun out, and asking themselves where that has come from. Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Tyler Bikey. So Tyler Bikey, the 9-hitter in Coach Greg Persky's lineup, will step in with 2 quick outs. We'll see if he makes Jackson work here a little bit. He does. He takes the strike on the outside corner for no reason, to give his boys a little rest over there. Here's the pitch on the way, and this is a bounder foul. And Davis gloves it in foul territory. He will one and two now. That's the first non-strike thrown by Jackson this inning. That one he bounces in there. So Jackson Clark has given up just the 1 run today. And he gets the strikeout, and the inning is over. So that is 10 in a row for Mr. Clark. And it's for the 3rd straight inning. He mows down the Thunder. And we take a 7th inning stretch here at Nicolay Field. Our score going into the bottom of the 7th is Bulldogs 9, Thunder 1. And we'll be back with the conclusion of this one here at Nicolay. So we go to the bottom of the seventh. Our seventh inning stretch having been completed. As we go down to the latter stages of this one. Again, I remind everybody to be with us this Saturday for a doubleheader with the Olivet Comets. That'll be our next broadcast here on ACTV of Adrian College Baseball. Boyke slaps it up the gap. This could be extra bases. It is. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Boyke heading around second. He's looking for third. And he will dive, and it's going to be somewhat close, except they don't catch it. Now it's going to be a home, and Boyke's going to make the entire trip around the bases and score. As the throw got away from the third baseman, the pitcher was not backing up. And that's one of the things about Nicolay Field. It sometimes leads you to not worry about backing up so much because the ball usually bounces back to you, but it will circle the bases, and Cam Oliver will now come to bat. Now batting the left fielder, number 33, Cam Oliver. So for Boyke, we're going to call that a 3-base hit, and then an error. Will allows him to score. So no RBI. And of course, we have to wait and see how this inning goes. I'm going to think in the end that probably will be an earned run. And here's the delivery. Outside. As Noah Breton working in his second inning. After going out 1-2-3 in the sixth, the Bulldogs score again here in the seventh. Pitch on the outside corner is 2-0. What I mean about that run being probably earned is we now have to play the rest of the inning imagining that Boyke is at third and see if he would score, which if the Bulldogs can put the ball into play at all, he probably will make that a earned run. But it's unearned for right now. Cam Oliver, he's got a couple of bunt base hits today. He is getting a start in left field today and making the most of it. There's a pop-up into shallow center field. Coming on is the center fielder Rumberger, and he makes the catch. No pinch batting. Number 31, Daniel Shipman. So a pinch batter coming in. Daniel Shipman batting for Joe Casal. Pitch is on the inside corner for a ball. Obviously, this is his first trip to the plate. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to check with Mr. Prang on this one, but that fly ball probably would have scored the runner, making it the earned run. So 3-0 count to the pinch batter, Shipman, and he walks down to first base. So that'll bring up Jacob Charles. Jacob Charles is enjoying himself a fine afternoon with 3 singles today. He is watching his batting average, which started at .333, soar upward. And the pitch is down low for a ball. Of course, this is very important to the Bulldog offense. Our first 3 hitters came in batting in the 300 area. And they have done everything to improve on that. Actually, it should be 3 of their first 4 hitters. As Gasell was only at 286, but he might be in the 300 area as well now with triple and 2 singles and 4 trips to the plate. That's a foul ball back. Ten to 1, Bulldogs in the lead here. There's a drive by Charles. It's going to be caught out there as it hangs up for Schmidhuber. He tries to get the runner at first base, but to no avail. Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Nick Bruder. So Nick Bruder up to bat. He doubled his last time. He has 2 hits today, a single and a double. Unfortunately, Bruder was the one that hit one just inside the line down there, and then it bounced out of play, so he didn't get any RBIs as the runner had to hold at third. And that one's inside for a ball. There's a drive by Bruder up the gap. This could get a run in. It's going to go all the way to the walls. Finally picked up. And here comes the Bulldog runner, Shipman. And that will be a double for Bruder. So he does get an RBI this time. And it's 11 to 1. That gives the Bulldogs a 10-run lead. And with the 10-run lead, that will be the ball game as we are in the 7th inning, and the mercy rule is invoked. So the Adrian College Bulldogs win game number 2 of the season. We'll be back with a little bit of a recap after we pause for this. You are watching Adrian College Baseball on AC. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's game. Our final score here this afternoon is Adrian College 11 and the Trine University Thunder 1. Here's the final line score on today's game for Trine. They had 1 run on 5 hits. They made 3 errors, and they had 5 runners left on base. For Adrian College, they get 11 runs on 16 hits. They made no errors and had 7 runners left on base. Winning pitcher this afternoon for Adrian is Jackson Clark. His record now 3-3. And the losing pitcher this afternoon for Trine is Will Gimbel. His record falls to 0-2. Time of today's game was 1 hour and 49 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you have enjoyed today's game here at Nicolay Field and that you will join us many more times throughout the 2024 baseball season. Our next home game is scheduled for Saturday, April the 6th at 1 p.m. when your Bulldogs play a doubleheader against the University of Olivet Comets. Again, that game, the first game starting at 1 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. Hope to see you all here at the ballpark then. Until then, please drive carefully on the way home. All right, Bulldogs, good afternoon here. We got it in through the multiple weather patterns that we had. It was cool, it was breezy, but it's Bulldogs with a mercy victory in 7 innings this afternoon, scoring twice here in the 7th to end it. And Adrian now moves to 2-1 in conference play. Of course, they still have that one game that is suspended where it's all even and in extra innings. So far, so good in MIAA play. And they look forward to this weekend when they take on the University of Olivet, starting on Friday with a single game in Olivet. And then a doubleheader here at Nicolay Field this Saturday. Game time for the first game will be 1 o'clock, and we'll have it all for you here on ACTV this weekend, and hope you can join us then. Until then, this is Dave Van Giesen saying so long, everyone.